K2 is not the tallest mountain on Earth. Everest is. But K2 is the one that climbers fear. For every 4 people who reach the summit, 1 dies trying. And the bodies stay where they fall because no one can bring them down. K2 stands 28,251 feet above sea level. It is the second tallest mountain on Earth, 785 feet shorter than Everest. But among mountaineers, K2 has a different title. They call it the Savage Mountain. And the numbers explain why. As of 2026, approximately 700 people have summited K2. Around 100 have died trying. That is a fatality rate of roughly 1 in 4. Compare that to Everest, where over 6,000 people have summited with a fatality rate of about 1%. K2 is not just harder than Everest. It is in a different category of danger entirely. The mountain sits on the border between Pakistan and China in the Karakoram Range. Unlike Everest, which has a relatively straightforward route up the southeast ridge, K2 has no easy path. Every route to the summit involves technical climbing at extreme altitude, vertical ice walls, narrow ridgelines, and a section called the bottleneck that may be the most dangerous stretch of climbing on any mountain on Earth. The bottleneck is a steep couloir at approximately 26,000 feet, directly beneath a massive overhanging glacier called the Serac. Climbers must ascend this narrow gully while a wall of ice the size of a building hangs above them. The Serac calves regularly, sending tons of ice crashing down the bottleneck without warning. On August 1, 2008, 11 climbers were killed in a single day when the Serac collapsed while multiple teams were in the bottleneck. It was the deadliest single day in K2's history. The altitude itself is a killer. Above 26,000 feet, climbers enter what is known as the death zone. At this height, the human body cannot acclimatize. It is slowly dying. Every breath provides roughly 1/3 of the oxygen available at sea level. The heart races to compensate. The brain swells. Judgment deteriorates. Climbers in the death zone have been known to make catastrophically irrational decisions, removing their gloves, walking off the edge of ridges, sitting down to rest and never getting up. K2 has never been summited in winter until 2021, when a team of Nepali climbers reached the top on January 16. The achievement was extraordinary. Winter temperatures on K2 drop below -60 degrees Celsius. Wind speeds exceed 100 miles per hour. The combination of cold and wind produces conditions that can freeze exposed skin in under a minute. The bodies of those who die on K2 generally remain on the mountain. At extreme altitude, recovery is nearly impossible. The effort required to carry a body down would put the rescue team at lethal risk. So the dead stay where they fell, frozen in the positions in which they died, visible to every climber who passes them. Some of the bodies have been on the mountain for decades. They are landmarks. Climbers use them for navigation. Turn left at the body in the green jacket is a direction that has been given on K2. Art Gilkey, an American climber who died on K2 in 1953, has a memorial at base camp, a pile of stones and aluminum plates bearing the names of those who have died on the mountain. Every year, the pile grows. The question that non-climbers always ask is, why? Why would anyone attempt a mountain that kills 1 in 4? The answers from those who climb are remarkably consistent. They don't climb K2 despite the danger. They climb it because of the danger. Everest, they say, has become a tourist attraction, guided expeditions, fixed ropes from bottom to top, traffic jams at the summit. K2 remains what mountaineering was before it became an industry. There are no helicopters on K2. There are no fixed ropes above Camp 4. There are no Sherpas carrying oxygen to the summit. On K2, you climb with what you carry and you survive with what you know. If something goes wrong above 26,000 feet, no one is coming to save you. The mountain does not care about your preparation. It does not care about your experience. It does not care that you have a family waiting at home. It is rock and ice and wind, and it kills without malice and without mercy. K2 stands where it has always stood, on the border between two countries, indifferent to the small figures who crawl up its flanks each summer. Some of them reach the top. Most of them come back down. Not all of them do. And the ones who don't stay there forever, frozen in ice, at the edge of the sky. If you found this fascinating, subscribe for more stories like this. We post new videos every week.